Pregame, pull up to the pregame, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up to the pregame, pull up to the pregame, pull up, pull up, pull up, catch a vibe.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Yes, sir. We back in the building. Welcome back to the Pregame Podcast. We lit, we live. Come catch a vibe. And while y'all at it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Shot.
What's good, bro?
What's good with you, my dog? How are you, man?
And I'm chilling. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I thought I was late. I didn't even realize we were starting at 8. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. So we good though. We here. We made it. We made it.
Hey, Hey, look, shout out to Shot. He thought it was late, but you're on time. You know,
shout out to you when you on time, but you realize, you know what I mean.
Hey,
that's what's up, man. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Look, the smile changed. Look, the smile and change. He's smiling now. He's like, yo, look, I'm actually on time. But you know the crazy part about it? Shout out to you for even saying it, because you could have been like, yo, I'm here.
Nah, bro, I would have been shy. You know me, I don't lie, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
And that's what we do here at the pregame, bro. We're gonna keep it 100. Always, my guy. We got a lot of people in the chat already, man. So you know how we get started. If you're new here, welcome to the Pregame Podcast. It's your fusion between sports and pop culture. We're not live on just one platform, not on two. This is the first time, Shot. We live on 3 different platforms. Usually I do IG, but I switch it up. We're live on Twitter, we're live on YouTube, and we're live on Twitch as well. So we're gonna try that. You know what I mean? So shout out to Twitch. I had somebody on last week. Her name is Bianca. She actually got, she's from Charlotte, North Carolina. She's been streaming for about 8 years. And she had one of her products that she has. It's like this little ID that she created that has, I can't remember the name of the actual chip that's in there. I think it's an NDC chip. But basically, you tap it on your phone and it takes you to whatever platform you're on. It was gas. She sent one to Kai Cenat, and he actually opened it on his stream and was talking about it and was like, yo, we should have these at Streaming University. Like, and I told her, like, she out of here. And so I found out that one of my homeboys, that's his sister. So I reached out to her. I was like, hey, would love to have you on. And I interviewed her, man. So yeah, it's up for her. It's up for her. So shout out to Bianca. We got to bring her back on at some point. But she was talking about Twitch, and I was like, yo, I should try it. So we on Twitch now on 3 different platforms, man. So Yeah.
Go to Kick Next. Gotta go to Kick Next.
Gotta go to Kick Next. I gotta figure out the Instagram thing. I gotta figure out the size, the streaming size, because it's weird. It's a little weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
It's weird. So I gotta figure that out. Once I figure that out, it's up, bro. It's up. So so we already know if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, you know what we're about to start off with, and that's what you're pulling up with, right? So if you're new, basically what we mean when we say what you're pulling up with, if you ever been to a pregame, you never come empty-handed unless you're Vashti, right? Vashti just bring herself, right? But if you go into a pregame, you would never show up empty-handed. Here at the pregame, we don't mean that you got to pull up with something tangible. We just want to see how your week was, what type of energy you pulling up with, what type of vibe you pulling up with. So Shad, let's start off with you, big dog. What you pulling up with?
Yeah, man. Good vibes, good energy. You know, I got some good things happening next week. So man, it's all good, man. You know,
Okay.
I got good energy. So we good, man. We up.
Do you care to elaborate on your good news, or is it personal?
I mean,
you?
No, it ain't really that personal. I think I talked to you about it. I got a rental property that I'm looking to sell, and it's finally getting closed next week. So that's a big deal. I've been yeah. So that's good. That's good. You know, I mean, it's Father's Day coming up. You know what I mean? Got another gala I gotta go to on Saturday. Yeah, so it's all good stuff, man. All good. Good weekend.
I love it, man. So everybody in the chat, let us know what you're pulling up with. For me, bro, same. Good vibes. Last Friday, we closed and sold the townhome I was telling you about. So we sold our rental property. So just good energy, bro. It's just good vibes. Things are good, man.
Yeah. Good feeling.
You know, you gotta keep moving and shaking, man. So we sold that one, and in the process of taking care of some other business, bro. So like, look, it's good, man. It's good. Like, good things come to those who wait, but also good things come to those who work. So we working, man. So we out here making moves. So I appreciate just the good energy and the good vibes as well, bro. So before we even go on to what we got to talk about today, I wanted to say, because I don't know if anybody told you yet, Shad, but happy Father's Day, early Father's Day. Yeah. This is our one weekend we get kinda during the year. Yeah. You know what I mean? So happy Father's Day, bro. Do you have any big plans, or are you just kind of keeping it chill?
I don't know, man. Same to you, bro. June is a dope month because also my birthday month. But I mean, for me, bro, I don't really do too much. You know what I mean? I celebrate every day. Yeah, I mean, so it's one of them things, man. I could do nothing, just hang out and chill, and be straight, man. It's just another day. Oh, real quick, while we're on this public platform, I got it because it's another positive thing. I got a shout out to my daughter. It was kind of crazy. She just finished up to her behind the wheel driver's ed, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's wild, bro. That's wild. So she about to get her permit. She's working. So it's weird, bro. It's kind of weird.
How does it feel? Like it's never gonna be dad. I don't know how to take me somewhere. Is it your dad?
I mean, it is. It is. I mean, I've still got a a passenger seat. You know what I mean? But we go. It's cool to see her drive and grow up, because I remember those days when I was first learning how to drive and I got my first job. So it's kind of weird. It's weird, bro. It's a really weird feeling. You know what I mean? But
interesting.
It's dope. Salute to my daughter, though.
Okay, so I'm not there yet with our kids driving, but what has been like the weirdest stage for you right now? Is it this right here? Like, is this each stage feel a little different? Okay.
Yeah. It's okay. So I don't want to weird this out too much, but the first one, it gotta be, when you get, especially for girls, like when they first get that, I mean, the visitor, that's kind of weird. But then it's like driving, that's really weird. And jobs, going to high school, it's all happening so quick with my oldest. You know what I mean? So it's all at once. I would say the whole 9th to 10th grade experience has been just weird, bro. It's kind of like, wow, this is really happening. And then you start to do the math, and you're like, yo, she's only got 3-4 years before she graduates, and it's kind of out of the house. It's really weird. So this is like, it's just, I don't know, man. It's dope though. Things are good.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Somebody said my mic is sounding bad, and I realized that my mic was off.
You weren't plugged in?
I wasn't plugged in, bro. Hold on.
You do sound like you talking to nothing.
Better?
There you go.
All right, bet. We back. Here we go. Good. Hey, appreciate y'all. Whoever messaged me, good. Appreciate you. Yeah, it must have got pulled out. But yeah, bro, that's crazy. But each stage is funny. Like, each stage may get a little weirder and weirder, and like it just that feeling weird, like, yo, this is wild. But yeah, bro, that's dope. That is dope. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Real quick, man. Shout out to my guy. What's up, Doug, in the chat? I went on his channel last night. I'll say yesterday, but last night. Make sure y'all go run that up. Shout out to What's Up, Doug, man, and happy early birthday. Hope you enjoy your trip, bro. And maybe you run into Glorilla in Chicago. I don't know if she's there, but he's a big Glow fan. So I was like, okay, we'll do
Glow.
Shout out to Glow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Glow.
But yeah, I had to put that in there for the XL thing. It's a little something. A little something. Not too much, but I had to throw that in there for when I talked about the XL Glow situation, man. Do you think, real quick before this is not even on the agenda, do you think they dating?
Nah, I think it was that's word on the streets is talking that they are, but for me, I don't think that they are. I think this is just a good move. I think it was fitting for the song. That type of guy, XL country dude. I think it was just fitting. So she had to go get the hottest dude out right now, which is XL. So I think it just makes sense. And if they are dating, I think that's dope. More light for the Carolina Panthers.
Absolutely.
Bring Glow to the bank. So I'm okay with it.
Halftime show, do something. But yeah, no, I agree. I don't think they're dating. I think they're from what Vashti said, they're signed to Adidas, so they got that connection there. And like you said, he's the hot topic right now. She knew what she was doing. It was chess, not checkers. Cool. So let's get into some topics. So what we're gonna start off with, we always start off with some reactions, right? This is the only part of the agenda that I do not tell Shad or Vashti. And also, real quick, Vashti had to take care of some stuff, so she may not be able to join us today. But she will be with us next week. And also stay tuned towards the end of the stream. Shad and I have some cool news. We ain't gonna say too much. We got some dope news that's popping up. So we'll let y'all know about that before we close. So we're gonna start off with the reactions. And then we're gonna talk a little bit about, I got a game for you, Shad, called Logo versus Player. So I pulled out some old school logos. And I want you to know, like, first, you don't know, Shad does not know which ones I'm gonna pick.
Yeah,
but initially, I want you to know, like, what player comes to mind when you catch this, all right? And I'll tell you mine initially as well. So we're gonna do this throughout, the summer. I only got a few of them for you right now, but we're gonna do this throughout the summer. But logo versus player. So we'll play that. We'll talk about the BET Awards. Did you catch that?
I did actually. You know what's funny? Bro, I wasn't going to until you sent the text out, and I was like, okay, I gotta tune in. That's when I turned a channel, and it was all right.
Yeah, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about it. So we're gonna talk about the BET Awards. We'll talk about Kendrick and Drake. Some news came out about that situation. I want to see if it's all intentional or if it's just happenstance. And then we'll talk about some mini camp stuff that's been going on. So let's get into let's see, the first one. This happened at the Cannes Festival. It's basically a big film festival that happens. I think it happens in New York. And a photographer tried to put his hands, and not in a bad way, like hands, like trying to fight, but he put his hands on Denzel Washington. And Denzel, I don't know if you saw this video, but Denzel was not having it. So let's take a look at it and see, was Denzel right for doing what he did? Or hey, was Denzel kind of out of line? Bruh. So first off, we got to run it back.
Run it back, Turbo.
One thing about Denzel from Around the Way. Pause it right there.
Right.
Look at his hand, bruh. You ain't gonna slap me. So I'm gonna hold. Come on, the body language, the finger in the hand, but then the finger in the face. Excuse me. But then he grabbed his other hand, like his closest hand, like you ain't gonna slap me. Either you ain't gonna put your hands on me.
You might need to. I didn't even notice that. You got to zoom in.
I don't know if I can zoom in on this. Yeah, I don't know if I can zoom in.
Everybody, focus your attention to Denzel's other hand.
Yes,
because that's the one. Hey, look, bro, you got one. You got one more time, or I'm gonna have to slap you. That's what he's saying. Like, you just relax,
bro.
But this is dope. I didn't see this.
Bro, so he put his that's a real OG move, bro. That's like when he said, I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something. Like, I'm from around the way. Like he grabbed, like, you ain't about to hit me. This ain't gonna be no Will Smith, Chris Rock situation. But don't put your hands on me. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, he still talking, and the dude's just laughing. He thinks it's a game. And then he walks away. Yeah. He says, like, I'm talking to you. Don't do it. And then he grabs him again.
Yeah, I think bruh.
we've talked about
crazy,
this
bro.
before, Shad, around like, I'm not gonna call him a fan. I'm gonna call him like maybe a photographer or whatnot because he wanted to take a picture. But we talked about the privilege of being a fan or someone who's not a celebrity because you feel like you could do whatever you want, however you want. And at the same time, these celebrities are humans just like you. And for you to tap him while he's sitting here talking to Spike Lee and he's telling you to chill, and you do that to Denzel,
Yeah,
like, bruh,
that's crazy, bro.
personally, I think Denzel was in the right. He didn't hit him.
Oh
He didn't
yeah,
do that, but he told him
bro.
straight up.
You can't put your hands on people, bro. You can't touch people, bro. You gotta stop. You gotta draw the line somewhere and put your hands on people. Is whatever happens after that touch is on you. Like that, Denzel's in the right way for whatever happens.
Yeah,
Once you put your hands on somebody, especially grabbing them and pulling
bruh,
them, bro, you can't do that, bro. You can't.
absolutely not.
Don't put your hands on me, bro.
You can yell my name, you can scream my name, do whatever you need to do to get my attention. But one thing you're not gonna do is put your hands on me like that, like, hey, come take this picture. Like, I don't owe you anything
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
facts.
I don't owe you anything.
Facts.
So that was pretty wild, man. The other thing, did you grow up playing throw 'em up, stick 'em up? Do you know that game?
Maybe a different name for what is it? Maybe a different name
Everybody
for
got a
it.
different name for it, but it's when you outside, you with the boys. You definitely like probably elementary school, maybe middle school. You got the football, you throw it up. Whoever catches it got to get hit. You got to tackle. You got to try to tackle the person to get the ball.
Yeah,
Y'all might
man,
have,
yeah. We called it something else though.
yeah. Everybody had a different name for it.
I can't remember what we called it, but yes, I have played that. Yes.
Everybody got a different name for it. In my neighborhood, growing up, it was throw 'em up, stick 'em up, because you throw 'em up and then you got to stick the guy.
Yep.
Pause.
Yeah. Hey, yo.
I caught it, like you didn't catch it.
I forgot what show I didn't.
I caught it.
I didn't. I'm wrong show, bro. I don't got the headband on, so that's like my cape.
That's your
So I'm not ready. That's my cape, so I wasn't ready for it.
Not the cape.
I'm not in full character, bro. I'm not in full character.
That's the first time I ever heard you call your headband a cape, bro. That might be something.
Nah, for real. That's what I do.
Hey,
when I have the headband on, it's a different character.
You step inside the booth, bro. You turn to Superman, huh?
Yeah,
super shy.
I wasn't ready.
I ain't mad at you.
I wasn't ready.
But yeah, you got to tackle the guy. So they've been some crazy sports that have come out, like the slap boxing situation. But now there's like this new sport that they're trying to create. That's like a mix of, to me, I say like throw 'em up, stick 'em up, but then also like rugby type of thing. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think it'll last? Do you think it's whack? Do you think it's crazy? This one doesn't have any sound, but it's pretty wild. It is pretty wild, bro. Like you got the rugby. It's like rugby because you got the ball, and then you start up, and then you got to try to tackle the person, bro. This is certified concussion. You're not gonna last long. This is absolutely crazy, bro. What's your first initial reaction?
Look, I'm looking at my man laid out, bro. Like he's done.
He's over.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like,
bro.
Low man wins. Did not in that case. Because he definitely got trucked. But man, that's tough. Why would anybody want to subject themselves to this kind of no pads? Like, I can understand with pads, right? You got the Oklahoma drill, similar to that, right? But no pads is crazy. So definitely some rugby stuff. I'm not signing up for this, bro. You can have that one. But I would tune in to watch. This is crazy.
This is wild, bro. I don't even know. This is cringeworthy in my opinion. Like, this is nasty. One more time, like, bro, there's no way I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna do this without no pads. Like, and these are some big dudes.
Yeah.
They you know what I'm saying? Yeah, these are rugby type of people. That's absolutely insane. I was like, that's worse than like the slap championship thing. Like, I've seen people get slapped and get knocked out, but this right here is a little different, bro. Like, these are bones potentially broken, bro.
Yeah, these are bone crushing hits.
Bone crushing hits.
My man, whole collarbone is jacked up, bro.
Bro,
his whole collarbone is broken.
His back is broken.
Back spinal.
Yo, this reminds me of like you play Mortal Kombat, the new Mortal Kombat, where you hit somebody and it does the X-ray and it shows the bone breaking and everything. That's what That's what this reminds me of. It's absolutely insane. One more thing I want to show you, Panther related. We could talk through it as we go. I saw this clip earlier, and it's a conversation that a lot of people are not having. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say this. And I was like, you know what? This is a hill I'm willing to stand on. So I'm going to say this, and I want to see if you agree with me. JC Horn has the best hands in the league at cornerback position?
The
best hands.
I can't. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I'm not watching other teams like that in order to know their, the corners' hands like that. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I can't go on that limb. I can't because I'm not familiar with everybody's game like that. To be honest with you, but that was a nice catch though.
I mean, it's a beautiful catch.
I need more. I need to see more interceptions from JC, and it's not his fault, right?
Right.
Because teams aren't throwing at him; they're throwing away from him. So I get it. But maybe if I saw more in-game scenarios with him. You know what I mean? Because that's cool, but I'd rather see it in the game. You know what I mean?
I
Let's
agree.
see it in the game.
I completely agree.
Maybe I could go out on that limb, but I don't know if I could say that. I don't know.
The reason I'm gonna say that now too is like you gotta understand his upbringing, who his dad is, right?
Okay,
Dad's JC Horn, wide receiver, great hands. He's used to probably doing that. I don't know his background, so I don't know if he started off as a wide receiver, turn corner.
I'm assuming so. I mean,
I'm assuming so
he
because
probably
of
who his dad is.
Because his younger brother was a wide receiver. His older brother, not younger brother, maybe I think it's his older brother was a wide receiver. Joe Horn Jr., wide receiver. He was the only one that was corner. My thought process is like maybe he tried wide receiver first, which is why, hey, you know what? That's why we're gonna do corner. But I don't know. Every time I see him in practice, like he's always doing one-handed catch, it just makes it look easy. And usually they say the cornerbacks are just wide receivers with no hands. And for him, it looks totally different, bro. It looks totally different. And yes, he does not get a lot of opportunities because of the fact that they don't throw it to his side. But I don't know. I want to say that he may have some of the best hands I've seen at corner position in the NFL right now. Some of, if not number one, he's top three in my opinion. Top three.
One would say that you just sipping the Kool-Aid, bro. That's what one would say. I don't know. I can't go. I can't go on that limb and say that, but I
Hey, Kool-Aid right here, bro. It's ready to get stirred, bro. At this point, the way I'm feeling right now, we will get into it a little later on. But the way I'm feeling right now, bro, the Kool-Aid is prepared. It's in the refrigerator. It's chill. It's chilling.
Yeah.
It's chilling right now, bro. That's how I feel.
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
I'm with you.
All right. You ready to play logo versus player?
Let's do it.
Let's get into it. All right. So I want y'all to play with us. So make sure right when you see the logo, throw it in the chat. All right. First one we're going to do. Houston Rockets.
Hakeem
Olajuwon.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Different from the one I had.
I love that logo too.
It's a fire logo, bro.
Yes, fire.
Fire logo. For me, the first person that came to my mind, Steve Francis.
Okay.
That was the first one that came in my head when I saw that logo.
He's nice.
Yeah, but Hakeem the Dream was the truth.
I don't know. Did Hakeem play in that uniform though, or was he just the old one? I think he did. I'm quite sure he played in that one.
You might be right. I don't know.
Wrong.
You might be right. I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Your logo association might be more accurate than mine.
Yeah, Steve Francis for me, like that's the first person I thought about in this particular one. I gotta go look and see, bro. Now I'm curious.
I think he did, but he might have been a little older. I think he might have been older at that time.
Maybe not like the Dream. He might have been a little older. Possibly, bro. I don't know. You looking it up?
I gotta look it up.
Yeah,
I gotta look it up now.
Go for it.
I gotta look it up now.
Go for it. What do y'all think? I see some people in the chat. Denzel said Steve Francis. Chad says Stevie Franchise. Absolutely. Oh, Denzel said he did in 96-97 season. There it is.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, he did. Okay. Now I was gonna say because I do remember, but I would agree he was older at that time.
Oh yeah.
And so it ain't the same as the old OG red and yellow joints.
For sure.
But yeah, he did play in that one.
For sure.
But I'll give you that one. Steve Francis is a better logo. A better person associated with that logo.
Yeah. Okay. I think we both got the same one on this one.
Oh, Vince. It got to be Vince.
That was
Easily.
quick. You said that quick. Yeah, Vince Carter for sure.
Got to be Vince.
Vince for
Salute
sure.
to Vince, man.
If anybody has a different name, and you got to be honest, don't be lying. Just come thinking about a name just because we said Vince Carter. But if you had a different name, throw it in the chat because I need to know if you had a different name.
I like this game, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. We gonna do this throughout. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of different ones. We gonna run. One I was going to do, and I should have did, especially since Vashti isn't here, was the WWF logo. The old school WWF logo.
Oh, okay. It depends.
I don't have it.
Old.
So I was gonna do both. I was gonna do the gold one, WWF, and then the one that was like the scribble, all black WWF.
Scribble one.
Yeah, because both of them are two different eras. McGrady.
Eras, yep.
Okay.
McGrady. I'll give you McGrady there.
I'll give you that McGrady, one. I'll give you McGrady. I'll give you McGrady.
You gotta go.
Oh, Damon Stoudemire. If you telling the truth,
good one. If you
telling the truth, that's a really good one.
That's a good one.
If you telling the truth, that's a real good one. David Gore said TG1. Okay, so Trace McGrady. Okay, I respect that answer too, bro. Respect that answer. All right, where we going? Let's go here. Why not?
I mean, I'm gonna say Mugsy, man. I'm gonna say. I know you could go Larry Johnson. I'm gonna go Mugsy though.
Yeah,
give me Mugsy.
I went Mugsy too. I went Mugsy. The first one, initial one that came to mind was Mugsy Muggs. That's
so many. You go Dale Curry. Like you go a multitude of ways, but I gotta go with Mugsy, bro.
I think a lot of people probably put Grandmama for sure, but Mugsy for me, like that was the one. Maybe because of Space Jam, I don't know, but Mugsy was the Charlotte Hornet that I thought of in this particular logo.
Yeah.
What y'all got in the chat?
We go back. We got to go back to that one too, man. The new one is I ain't really feeling the new logo.
I agree. I definitely want what I really want. I'm big on like the old school jackets. I definitely want to find me a Charlotte Hornet starter jacket. And I need a Carolina Panthers starter jacket. And you know me, I'm a Lakers fan, but the Charlotte Hornets stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I will rock a Charlotte Hornets starter jacket at any day, except for the summer. But yeah, I will rock it. Let's go here.
Oh, you got to go. Not the big fundamental. I'm talking about David Robinson. My bad, David Robinson. So I'm going with salute to Tim Duncan,
the Admiral.
There we go. Thank you. The Admiral, David Robinson, OG. Salute to Tim Duncan, though, man. Like, it's tough because Timmy's the man. Like, he became obviously a little bit bigger of a player than David Robinson, but David Robinson's the OG, bro.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think if it was just the regular black-gray logo, I probably would have said Tim Duncan. But this one right here screams David Robinson to me.
For sure.
In my opinion.
For sure.
David Robinson. And honestly, like the other one, it was either between Tim Duncan or Ginobili, because I was a big Manu Ginobili fan too. But this one to me screams David Robinson. What y'all got in the chat? Who y'all got?
Where those colors generated from? Like, where do they pull those colors from?
It's got to be. It's probably something in Texas that I am not thinking of. Yeah. I don't know where they got that from, bro. To be honest with you,
it's really weird.
It's definitely weird, but gas at the same time.
I remember the All-Star jerseys from San Antonio back in the day. Like they had they were nice. They had some nice All-Star jerseys back in the 90s.
Yeah, this one was fire. Like even like the actual jersey. Like even though I'm not a Spurs fan, like those jerseys was fire. I was like, yo, it's tempting to get, but I'm not gonna get it. Detroit basketball.
Oh, my bad. I looked away. I'm going Grant Hill, man. Got to go Grant Hill with the little horse on the Jones.
Yes, sir.
The horsepower. Yeah, I'm going Grant Hill, man.
Yes, sir.
Salute to Grant Hill, my guy.
Underrated.
Injuries got to him. Could have been the next one, but the injuries got to him. And shout out to Duke as well. But
you ain't got to shout out Duke. You didn't have to say all that. We talking about the Pistons, bro. We're not talking about college.
Salute to Grant Hill, man.
Hey, I got Grant Hill too, man. Grant Hill was a dog, bro. He was good. Like you say, injuries got him. But he was good, man. I think another thing too, that I thought was pretty dope. And somebody that I think about, like Grant Hill. Oh, well, I'm losing his name. He played for what team did he play for? I think he played for the Rockets. Oh my gosh, it's gonna bother me.
You talking about?
He was a shooting guard. He could shoot out the gym, but his legs. He had 2 issues with his knees. Like both his knees hurt. Not
Joe,
Jerry.
Joe
Ricky,
Dumars?
huh? No.
Who you
I can't
say?
think his name. He played for the Rockets. Jerry Stackhouse is a good
Mm,
one too. Ricky. Shout out to my dog Ricky.
that is a good one though.
Yeah, that's a really
That is
good
a
one.
good one.
And shout out to Ricky for his karaoke last night. He was singing about Hunter Renfro and Adam Thielen had me cracking up. Bro, it's gonna bother me. I gotta find it. Was it the Rockets? If somebody remember, let me know because I gotta find this one. Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace was but
I was
Ben
gonna go Ben
Wallace
Wallace too.
not this particular logo in my
Yeah,
opinion.
he got the flat one with the red, white, and blue.
Yeah. Yes. Bro, it's gonna bother me, bro. I can't think of his
Bro, I
name.
don't know who you talking about, man.
But he had to retire early because both his knees had issues. But he was nasty. And it reminded me of like, yo, you had so much potential, but you couldn't make it because of injuries. But I can't think of his name, bro.
And for the Rockets,
I think it was the Rockets. I could be tripping, but I want to say it
now
was
I'm
the
tripping.
Rocket player. Let me see.
How are you gonna describe that in Google? Like the player who had bad knees used to play for the Rockets. Like, come on, man. Explain how you get there. How
Watch
you
me-
go get there, bro?
Don't worry. Watch me get there. Watch me get there, bro. Bro, this gonna bother me. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta find this one.
I have no idea who you talking about.
Bro. It's
I
gonna.
need a call.
I can't think. Trailblazers. Yes, it wasn't the Rockets. It was the Trailblazers. It was definitely the Trailblazers. Chaz, who was it?
You ain't talking about Clyde Drexler, are you?
No. Not that old. Not that old. It was definitely 2000s. Bro, this gonna bother me.
I don't know who you talking about, bruh.
Brandon.
Somebody.
Brandon Roy.
Nah.
Brandon Roy. Yes.
Okay.
Shout out to my dog Chaz, man. Shout out to my brother. Brandon Roy was the dude. Cold. Like him and Grant
He
Hill,
was
like
nice.
their peaks and everything. Like he was so good, and then just injuries. That's not. Damn, we was on that too long. Pardon me, y'all, but I had to figure that out. He was nice. Brandon Roy was cold, bro. Brandon Roy was cold. All right, this is my last one for this week.
Bro, trash. But I gotta go Okafor, man. Okafor is the guy.
Come on.
I know. You could go so many ways, right? But that's the first. But I'm saying you said the first person. That's the first.
You did,
person
yeah. I did say that.
It's Okafor. Obviously, you could go. What's my man?
That's what I'm gonna say.
Now I'm having your moment. Yeah.
Gerald Wallace.
Yeah, Wallace. You can go Gerald Wallace. You could go. What's the homie with the pod? He played for the Bobcats too, right? With your boy. Now I'm tripping, bro.
I don't know who you talking about.
Your boy got the pod. With I'm tripping, bro. Now I'm tripping. I'm tripping. But yeah,
I'm trying to think.
Okafor is who I got.
Yeah. I know. I'm trying to think. Like, it's the funny thing about it is like it's only a few that Jason Capono was another one I thought about. Remember Jason Capono?
Yes. Wow.
Jason, that's another because I remember like I used to go to the games and whenever he shot a 3, it was Jason Capono. Oh no. Like, and everybody used to scream it. So like that's why that reminded me. He was straight. Oh, you talking about All the Smoke? Oh, you talking about
Steven Jackson? That's what I was thinking about.
Steven Jackson.
He played for the Bobcats for a little bit.
Shout out to Be Ready, man. Shout out to Be Ready.
Yeah,
I think was he on the Bobcats? He was.
Yeah, he had a quick stint with the Bobcats.
I remember playing with him on NBA Live. You're right. You're right. But Gerald Wallace for me, bro. Gerald Wallace was the one.
Live, man. I haven't played NBA Live in forever.
Well, NBA Live is trash now, and 2K is
bruh.
Yeah, it's
I
like
grew up on NBA Live, bro.
Oh, for sure, bro. Sure.
Back when Jordan was 99, you couldn't. You know what I mean? Come on, man. What y'all know about not being able to play with the best player in the league?
Bro, my team NBA Live back then, like, was it 03 or no 05? I think it was 05. Was that 05 was the one with I think Carmelo Anthony was on the cover. That's when Carmelo Anthony was cold on the Denver Nuggets. Yeah, that was my game. But yeah, that was fun. We're gonna keep doing that. I got a lot of different logos. Some of them are gonna be newer logos. Like we may go through like divisions where some could be in the NFC South, or we'll go to the NFC East or whatever, and we'll do that. Some of them, like today, will be old school logos. Each one, oh my gosh, bro. Hold on, time out, time out. Adam Morrison.
Oh wow,
I
yeah,
forgot about Adam
that's
Morrison.
worse than That's
That's
worse than
yeah,
Okafor.
that might be worse than Okafor, bro. Bro, Byron Mullins.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. This is another good one. Raymond Felton.
Yeah,
I forgot about Raymond. Oh, you don't want to say shout out to him in college though, right? Because you're a Duke fan.
Nah, shout out to Felton, man.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't got no problems with Carolina.
Okay. But yeah, so we're gonna keep doing that. But let's get into some other content. Let's go. Where I want to start. Let's start off with this information right here. So, KD. Speaking of basketball, since we just finished talking about basketball, KD has had a very interesting career, bro. And now a lot of people are saying that he is interested in getting traded to another team. This will be what, his fourth team, fifth team potentially. My question to you, Shah, as I'm thinking about like somebody who is as great as KD is on the court, right? Like they call him the Slim Reaper. Like he can find his shot at any point in time. Does it get to a point where moving teams this often taints your legacy as an NBA superstar? What do you think?
I don't know, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's just the way things are nowadays. It's not like it used to be. It's more accepted that you go where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not that invested, man. I really don't care that he moves to all these other teams. Like,
Yeah.
do you, bro? Like he's getting up there. He's 37, 38 years
He's
old,
up there.
something like
Yeah.
that. Getting up there. So yeah, do what you gotta do. Finish the career the way you want to. Do what you gotta do, man. You gotta bring. So have at it, bro. Do what you gotta do. As long as you're able to move around and get where you want to be as an individual, I ain't got no problem with it. Now I do give those credit that do stick with one team because I think that's an incredible feat. It's like almost impossible to do it nowadays. So for those that do it, I like that. Like shout out to Stephen Curry, all those guys, man, that's been with one team for the whole, and then I think that's super dope. But if you do happen to switch around, it is what it is.
I think context matters in my opinion when it comes to trading teams, right? Because I remember, and I agree with you. I salute anybody who stays on a team. But if you were like a why can't I think of everybody's name? Old dude that used to be on the Trailblazers that is now on Damian Lillard. If you're like a Damian Lillard,
yeah.
If you're like a Lillard, right? Where you are trying to be loyal to the soil to the point where everybody's telling you to run. Go, get traded. They're not giving you pieces to be successful. You're making it to the playoffs, but you're not making it far through the playoffs. Ask for a trade, demand for a trade. And you finally do it after your peak is over. Then I'm like, bro, you should ask for a trade. But when you are at these teams, for instance, the Warriors, you were with a dynasty, bro. Y'all were winning. Yes, you tore your Achilles and all those different things, but y'all were in the finals. And then you ask for a trade, you leave and go to the Brooklyn Nets. And then that didn't go well. Y'all didn't do well. Then you ask for, now granted, they had Kyrie, they had James Harden, they had all these different people. And now you leave, and now you get asking for a trade somewhere else. Right? And so like it's all these different things. And it's like, yo, if you were supposed to be the superstar that we all know you are, and you can't win everywhere, we can't keep on blaming these teams. We gotta start looking at you, big dog. We gotta start looking at you. What's up with you? Why, like at the like I respect people who can fight it out, thug it out, figure it out to the best of their ability. And if KD was at the Suns and he didn't have any help possible, then all right. But we got to keep in mind when you're asking for these trades, you're gutting the team that you're going to because you're a superstar.
Yeah.
If you're a free agent, do your thing, bro. Go wherever you want. But when you are going to all these teams and they have to give up their entire bench or their third scoring option just for you to go play with a Devin Booker, then all right. You know what I'm saying? But you lost prominent people that were on the Suns to be able to go there. Of course, you're gonna have to play 35 minutes a night to win. And now you don't like the way it's working, or you don't like the coach. And so now you're like, hey, I'm out of here. I don't know, man. It's very, very interesting. And to me, I'm thinking about it, and David Gore said it. He should stay with OKC. It's very reflective now because OKC's in the finals. You did all that. You made it to the finals. You lost to the Heat. Granted, they had a superstar team with Bosh, LeBron, and Wade. But now you've gone on these different teams, and the OKC was on a Matt Rule era of it taking 7+ years to build a dynasty, to build it. And now look at them. It's very interesting to me, Graham.
Yeah, I think it's and what you're saying is absolutely right. You know, people going to go get guys like KD, they're gutting their teams, and so I think you're starting to see teams to say, "Nah, we look at the two teams in the finals right now. Like, nah, we don't gotta go that route, bro. We chilling. Yeah, I mean, we good. We good over here. We just gonna build through the draft, add a couple pieces here and there, get these guys that really play hard, and you start to see a different way. You start to see a different route, and guys like KD, an aging KD especially, you know, I don't know what they're gonna have to find their spot, and it maybe not be where they want to be. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work out for KD. I don't know, but you know,
I mean, at the end of the day,
I think,
sorry, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, like, with his legacy, I think he's still gonna be. I mean, KD is KD, bro. Like, there's certain guys, you know. I saw a comment about Westbrook and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Little bit, it's a little bit different. KD is him, bro. Like, he's still him, even though he's with the Suns and he switched teams.
Yeah.
No matter where he goes, he's gonna be him. Like, it's different with him. But I get the point with Russ and Harden and some of these other guys, but it's a little different with KD. I don't think it's gonna affect him like that.
No, you bring up a good point. And the reason I didn't talk about the Westbrook has going to different teams, but he's been released from a lot of different teams too. KD is not getting released, bro. That's not a player that you're going to just release and say, "Oh, well, you know, good luck on your next team." Like, no, you got to get he's worth something. You're going to get value from trading him, and you need something back, whether it's picks or whether it's, like I said, gutting the team for him to be happy where he is. I mean, there's been rumors about the Rockets. The Rockets have a young team. There's been rumors about him going to the Spurs. I don't know, but I think it's a conversation needs to be had around, like, hey, going to all these different teams trying to make it work, does that taint your legacy? Because I think, of course, old school is old school. Yes, the game has changed now, but there's been times where people always say, like, you got to be loyal. You loyal to your team. You figure it out, and you will your team to a championship. You will your way in, or people join you and join forces with the Suns or wherever you are. But now it just seems like he's going from, like, hey, if you can't beat them, join them. We saw it with OKC. Can't beat them, join them. Then you go to the Warriors. You leave the Warriors and you, like, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to belabor it, but that's just a thought that people need to start thinking about, man, in my opinion.
Yeah, all right. KD gonna be all right, bro.
Yeah, he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. But it's just, like I said, man, just something to talk about. Barbershop talk for sure. To think about, like, what it's gonna look like once he retires. Like, is it only gonna be the Warriors that he gets a championship on? But I will say this, he will shut up a lot of people if he goes somewhere and wins a championship. That's something he hasn't done yet. He's won in the Warriors. If he wins somewhere else, yeah, what are they gonna say now? All right, so let's get into the BT Wars, man. So first things first, like, I was watching it, and at first, man, I was not gonna watch it. Because to me personally, the BET Awards have been mid. I won't say trash. They've been...
Keep it real, bro. Like, if we gonna pod, let's go ahead and pod. It's been mid. It hasn't been entertaining. It's been garbage. Let's keep it a buck.
Okay, cool. It's been doo-doo garbage. So it's been trash, right? And so I was telling myself, like, yo, do I really want to watch this? But I was like, it's on a Monday. You know what I'm saying? Finals ain't on. Let's just throw it on. And I was thoroughly shocked and impressed. It was long, but I was thoroughly shocked and impressed.
Too long. It was too long.
Yeah, we'll get into that, bro. I was shocked and impressed about it. So of course we can. I mean, I would love to debrief everything, but we don't have the time to debrief everything. So from what you saw, man, I have a few categories that I want us to go through. In chat, I want y'all to throw things in if you got a chance to watch it. David Gore said booty juice. That's hilarious. Best performance that you saw.
Best performance that I saw was Maya, man. Salute to Maya, bro.
Hey man, say
Hey,
man.
look. Hey, look, man. Hey, look. Shout out to Maya, bro. Like, if you know, you know. Like, come on, man. Like, I was watching. I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking. She was dope. I don't know if best performance, man. I don't know if there was any performance that really. Because I'm not gonna lie. I stopped watching after the last performance I saw was Tiana Taylor. After that, I checked out.
Okay.
So I missed everything
Yeah.
after that. But what did I see? I'm trying to remember if there was something like memorable that was dope.
Yeah, it was. As you're thinking, it was 2 for me. If I can cheat and pick 2. So one, it was performances, and that was the initial beginning of the show with 106 in Park. Like
yes.
then the
where Maya was.
Where Maya was, yes. Where Maya was, boy, aged like fine wine, man. Where Maya was.
What?
She aged like fine wine.
She got thick. Well, come on, man. Maya, salute, man. God, dog,
yes,
man.
aged like fine wine. But that 106 in Park piece, like, look, if y'all were around during the 106 in Park time, like, holla at me in the chat, because like you remember coming home from school or coming home from wherever you were, work or whatever, and you cut on 106 in Park and you're looking at the top 10 videos. That's when videos were videos. Like, bro, it was so dope. I wish AJ could have been there with Free, but like,
shout out to AJ.
Bro, it was so fire. So to see them do the rendition, have the stage look just like what it looked like growing up, like it was a nostalgic feeling for all the 90s and early 2000s people, right? And they did the different eras and the different hosts. Like it was dope. And then to end, like, of course, nobody really, like, if I'm if this was, they weren't doing a 106 in Park throwback piece, nobody would probably want to see Bow Wow perform. But I was hoping that Bow Wow was going to be in there because they know him. They know him as Mr. 106 in Park. He's the
you gotta
have Bow Wow on there, right? So that was fire. The other performance, or what I consider like the Mike Is On performance, was Leon Thomas, in my opinion.
Okay.
Leon Thomas, fire album. If you haven't listened to Mutt, but that's another dude that like I've seen on Nickelodeon on a show, and then grow up to be what he is now. I thought it was dope, and he sounded great. And to me, like, he's super talented, had to playing the guitar, all those different things. It was definitely fire. So those are probably like my best performances, I would say.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay.
The opening performance was dope.
Yes.
The opening performance was dope. It's good to see Ashanti. Maya, Amarie cannot sing.
Bro, did you see her Tiny Desk?
I did. I don't think that was all entirely her fault either. Like, I thought she got her backup singers were.
Yeah.
I think there was a little miscommunication. But that song is just her voice on that song is because she could sing. Like, Amarie, her album, bro.
I can't tell right now.
On Amarie. I know, but Amarie, that album, bro, she can sing. I just think
she could.
No, I think because she sounds the same a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't want to destroy Amarie too much because she's a really nice. Like, if you know Amarie, she's a really cool person.
Yeah.
So I don't want to destroy her. Like,
she means well.
But I think there was a little miscommunication between her and the background singers.
Could very well be.
The key was off.
Yeah, the key was definitely off. It could very well be. I mean, I know she wrote a children's book. She's she's a very good human.
She's a good human being.
Good human being.
And she still looks pretty good.
Yeah. Good.
So I enjoyed it. The first performance, I enjoyed it, bro. Shout out to Shanti, Amarie, and Maya. Boy, y'all did y'all thing.
Bro, so what do you think? What was the most surprising either moment or surprising winner in your opinion?
Not really surprising winner. I don't really have a surprising moment, but I will say I am surprised with the way that Kai Sinat, and I know we talk about him damn near every week, but the way he was integrated, into that and allowed to stream, I thought that was dope. I thought Kevin Hart did a really good job.
Yeah.
I thought that and everything started to come back to me now. I thought I thought the Jamie Foxx, acceptance speech was a little drawn out.
Yeah.
Some of it was cool, but you did a little bit too much. You basically replayed your whole special again.
Yeah.
It was a lot. And I get the moment.
Yeah.
I get the moment. I understand it, but bro, like,
yeah. I
bro,
mean,
we
I understand.
know.
Like he definitely had a near death experience, and I get it. But it definitely, if you have
Yeah.
seen his stand up, it was definitely that piece. Like
It was
he
the same
went
thing.
through the same story. So like to me, I was like, dang, like this is very heartfelt. But I've heard this before. But I agree with you.
Another surprising one. It was that shout out to Glow, but Glow getting the gospel award is
Bro,
crazy.
that's mine right
doing?
there, bro. That's mine right
What
there.
are we doing?
That's mine right there, bro. You stole it from me. I completely
My
agree
bad,
with
bro.
you. No, you're good. You're good. That was perfect.
Yeah.
Bro, like I understand your name is Gloria Hallelujah. You had one song. Yes, you had Maverick City Music on there. Yes, you had
It's
Kurt
mad
Franklin on there.
disrespectful.
But it was extremely disrespectful for any gospel
That's
artist,
mad
bro.
disrespectful,
Bro. I was my wife was like, "What just happened?" Like, what just happened?
Then for her to get up there and accept the award and be like, "Yeah, I've been nominated only so many times, and this has had to be the one I had to get." Like for you to then disrespect the award, basically that you just received, it kind of slap in the face for all the true gospel artists.
Absolutely,
So
bro.
that was unfortunate, but I am a fan of Glow. Don't get me wrong.
No,
I'm
same,
happy.
same.
Anytime Glow succeeds, it's like watching her grow from hanging on the light pole, hanging off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doing all that, the street lights and all that.
Yeah.
To where she at now, like it's kind of dope to see it, man. So
Yeah.
and
But
she
she should have won that one.
with the Panthers.
Yeah.
But she shouldn't have won that one.
She shouldn't have won that one, bro. She should have won that. It was so many other songs, and I'm just thinking of like just what gospel music means and all that. Like, bro, there's so many other people that could have did that, bro. And a lot of people are upset. I saw somebody post something about Deidre Hatton post something about it today. It's a lot of people that's upset. And it's like, yeah, what's going on?
They should be upset.
It don't make sense.
They should be upset about that.
But yes, going back to the Kai Cenat thing. I know we talk about him often. We're about to talk about him right after this. Apparently, it's been rumored that in Kevin Hart's contract, before he agreed to host, he said that Kai Cenat has to stream the entire thing, including backstage. That was in his contract. And I was looking at him. I'm sorry, go ahead.
My fault, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You
but
good.
It always goes back to the age-old adage. It ain't about what you know, it's about who you know. Right. And this is a salute to Kev for doing that.
Yes.
Because you could really see the synergy that they had when they did the multiple live streams.
Yeah.
Like and for him to do that for Kai and put some respect on that industry that we both live in, right?
Yes.
We're kind of in it.
Yeah.
So to see Kai win is almost seeing like us win at the end of the day.
Bro.
So I think it was dope. Salute to Kev for doing that.
I thought that was fire, bro. And I could tell that BT and a lot of award shows are not used to this piece of it, but I know a lot of people are excited about this particular opportunity of streaming live shows because you're getting a bigger audience and you're getting that younger audience. Because a lot of those younger people are not interested in what's going on with the award shows. The way that BT brought in that young group was having Playboy Cardi perform. You know what I'm saying? Everything else, everybody, all the other performances.
That was trash about it, though, by the way. That was a trash performance, bro.
Yeah, it's just,
I mean,
that was
are we going to keep it a
buck,
buck, bro?
No. That was and here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. I'll keep it a buck.
What was he doing?
I'll keep it a buck, bro. I like the Playboy Cardi album. I actually like it. I actually like his album. But that performance was not it, bro. That performance was not it.
Terrible.
It was not it, bro.
I was like, did he forget the lyrics? Like,
no,
what
that's
is he doing up
there? He's like that mumble. He's that mumble rap, bro.
Bro, what was he? That was
it was tough. It was tough. It was tough.
I was like, why is he even here? We could have skipped that whole thing.
It was a tough one, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a tough one. But yeah, bro, the fact that he was able to do that and bring it, I think it was really cool because like it's cool seeing bigger stars, older stars bringing up the next generation and teaching them and showing them the way and showing them all the different things. And so Kev know what he's doing, and Kai has so much daggone influence.
He does.
You know what I'm saying? So
Kevin, to the youngest, man.
Kev is helping him out, but at the same time, Kai helping Kev
himself
out too.
Out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's certainly helping himself.
It's chestnut checkers around here, bro. It's chestnut checkers. Speaking of Kai, he was going to. I just saw a message that they're not going to do it, but they were supposed to. Him and Drake were supposed to do a stream tonight because they're looking at possibly getting some fans to do the "Somebody Loves Me" video. And I thought it was a coinky dink, bro. Thought it was a
Okay,
coincidence.
so hold on. Repeat that. Who was doing the stream together?
Drake and Kai
And
Cenat.
Kai?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I know. We know why that ain't happening. We already know.
But here's the thing. It was going to happen tonight. It was going to happen on, what's today? Today's Wednesday. It's going to happen on Monday or Tuesday. And they pushed it. They said we're going to do it tonight. But it's interesting because guess who's in Toronto right now for a concert?
Who's that?
Kendrick.
Wow.
Kendrick's in Toronto for 2 nights starting tonight. Kendrick and SZA in Toronto. And so I was like, they're having a concert, and then out of nowhere, surprise, Kai Cenat and Drake are doing a stream to announce the winners of who's going to direct his next video. And so now, like, that was going to happen until like maybe an hour ago, where he finally came out and said, "Oh, we need to do some more treatments and get some stuff together, so we're going to push it a few more days." But I was like, "Yo, is this a way of like saying, hey, I'm going to keep all," because you got Drake and Kai on a stream together. It's going to do numbers because Kev and all them, they were on together and they had 300,000 people watching.
Well, the conspiracy theory shot goes on to say, there was interaction between Drewski and Kendrick, and that did not happen, and they kind of faded each other.
Yeah, they did.
And Kai was in between it, but Kai is bigging up Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it has anything to do with that?
Potentially, but I think that Kai bigs up Kendrick, but Kai also bigs up, like, Kai's in the middle. Kai's just like whatever he can.
Can you be in the middle though? Can you be in the middle?
I think so.
Maybe he's the only person that can be in the middle. I don't think anybody else.
He could be in the middle because of his influence, and one thing I would say is, like, he's been real. I've seen him be honest on like people who he really respects, artists, and be like, "Yo, that song trash." And he even said, like, "Yo, like, he loves Drake. He's been rocking with Drake, but he was like, 'Yo, Drake, that was horrible. Like, Kendrick sliding on you right now in this song.'" So like, he's been honest, and I think people respect that honesty.
Everybody
but he's not
can't do that though.
Everybody can't. Exactly. And for the Drewskis who have picked a side, and the Ben Dons and all these people who have picked a side on Drake, like, they can't. They got to act like they just absolutely hate Kendrick because they have to pick a side. So yeah, I think he's the only one that can, just because he said it initially, he said it early, and he stood on that. But a lot of the people, man, they picked a side. They gotta lay on the bed they made, bro. Straight up.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some mini camp stuff, bro. So shout out to our co-host who's not here, Vashti. She asked Chuba a question that I thought was interesting. Let's watch it.
What's your relationship like with Dowdle, and what have you seen from him so far?
Nah, Rico's my dog. I mean, right when he signed, we chatted. We actually trained with the same RB guy and stuff in the off season, so we connected that way. But I mean, he's cool. He's a cool guy, in all honesty. Usually in the running back room, sometimes it can be a little off, but everyone's cool in our room, and that's a blessing. I don't take that for granted.
All right. So you heard what he said, man. He first off, I'm super excited about the running back room. We talked about a lot about the wide receiver room, but that running back room, bro, like, Rico Dowdle is, in my opinion, a huge upgrade, and I feel like him and Chuba are gonna cook. But he said something that a lot of people ran with, including me. I tweeted something. I was like, a little off, huh? I guess this group is miles ahead of last year. And Chuba came back. I think Joe Person might have said something and tweeted about him. Chuba was basically like, "Look, bro, I don't bother nobody." He's what he tweeted. I'm saying in Carlos' version, but he was like, "I don't bother nobody. I keep my head down. I work. I don't want to bring any personal stuff in here, man. I love everybody who's been in the running back room. Please do not change this narrative and make a false narrative." So he's basically trying to dead it. But what say you about that comment about in past running back rooms have been a little off?
Well, I don't know, because it's early, right? There hasn't been enough time spent between this running back room for things to maybe get off track. You know what I mean? So, obviously, the easy answer to that question is, hey, man, Miles Sanders was a little weird, right? Him being in that room, he's the one that threw it off. You know what I mean? Because everybody else is. You got Brooks, you got Chuba. That was basically the room last year, and he's gone. So the easy answer is to say Miles is the guy that was throwing it off.
Yeah.
But I think that right now, I think that the easy answer is things are looking good, and we're cooking. Like everything's on a positive, and everybody knows since I got paid, I'm the guy, right? I'm the man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And everybody else is here. You might be here for a short time, but
you're
I'm
here.
the man.
Yeah.
And so I think that before Chuba got paid,
come on,
things could have been weird because we're both fighting for the same extension, right? Miles Sanders was looking to get paid. Chuba was looking to get paid. So it's gonna get weird.
Mm-hmm.
And because Miles Sanders was the one that got shipped out, and basically Miles Sanders probably saw that happening.
Yeah.
Things got a little off. So
yeah. But you gotta remember that contract that we signed Miles on. He was supposed to be the man.
Right.
He was supposed to be the man.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, like I'm the man, but then you take my spot. Of course, things are gonna be a little off. You know what I'm saying? Like, we boys, but at the same time, like, you know how people say the saying go, I feel you, but I don't feel you. Like, we cool, but we ain't that cool because you took my spot and I'm trying to get it back. You know what I'm saying? Versus,
and at the end of the day, it's supposed to be like that. Like that's how you get Chuba Hubbard to take that spot. Like, you gotta compete, and they're competing. And so, hey, if you lost, then that's just what it is. That's weird or not. That's what's gonna be.
Facts.
So,
what are your thoughts, bro, on just mini camp vibes right now, bro? Like, I told you, bro, the Kool-Aid has been made. The Kool-Aid's been made. Yeah. It's chilling. I got my ice in my cup ready.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, bro?
I think everybody, man, listen, I went to that chalk talk with the Panthers coaches. I think everybody's excited, bro. Everybody is on a high note.
Including the coaches.
Feel the energy, including the coaches. Yeah, you could feel the energy. The energy is up. You got Bryce Young now talking smack to JC Horn, which is dope. Like, that's what we need. Like, that's 2015. But I said it on my show yesterday.
Yeah.
I said all we need right now is for Bryce Young to hem up JC, and we going to the Super Bowl. Like, that's what we need to happen.
That ain't gonna happen, bro.
So, like,
that's not gonna happen, bro.
Don't sleep on Bryce, bro.
Bryce ain't gonna look, bro. Bryce ain't hemming up nobody. He gonna talk trash.
Don't sleep on Bryce, dog. Don't sleep on Bryce.
Comatose, bro. I'm sleep. He is not. Comatose, bro. He is not.
Bro,
he is not hemming up, bro.
Don't sleep on Bryce, bro.
I love Bryce like the next fan. I love Bryce. Look, before, and this is on record. If you don't believe it, go look up Ball Up Top episode. I've always been on Bryce's side. Even when he got benched, I said he was coming back. I said it wasn't going to be over. I stood on that, right? If Dave was here, I'll tell him to hit the I told y'all button. I stood on that. That's how I've been rocking with Bryce. But he ain't hemming up nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll run we seen him run him over, but I don't think he'll hem up his own teammate. You know what I'm saying? I think they'll talk stuff and all that stuff, but hemming him up, bro, not JC.
Put some respect on Bryce Young.
Not
name,
JC.
Bro. I think you could push him. He ain't a killer, but don't push him, bro.
Yeah.
Just keep easy with Bryce.
But not JC.
Be easy.
Not JC a dog, bro. He ain't going for that, dog.
So you saying he need to pull up? He need to go after Shaw Smith Wade or something? Is that what you're saying? That's a better matchup.
Who else?
I don't
even think that's of somebody else on it. I don't think that's a good matchup either.
A Bartholomew or something like that. Maybe one of those guys.
I'm trying to think of somebody without being disrespectful. Come back to me. I'm gonna find somebody he can hem up.
Yeah, right.
He got him up.
No, but I think that I think that the mini camp was dope. Good energy. Like we hopefully we're gonna circumvent all injuries, and those that are injured are gonna come back healthy. You got DB coming back.
Yeah,
I think that's the biggest addition to this defense that we could ask for. Just getting him back alone helps the defense so much. So if he can be healthy, my man had to learn how to walk again. So just getting him back on the field is gonna be dope. And so I'm excited for this across the board. And to be honest with you, I mean, like I said, I was at Chalk Talk, and just for audience that may not have heard my show yesterday, bro, Evero seems, for a guy that seat should be hotter than hot, he seems very confident about the way things are going.
Because he got talent.
Gonna go this year because he got the talent, right? He seemed, there was no mention or no even remnants of how bad last year was from Evero. And I guess it's what you want out of your coaches. Yeah. You want them to turn the page and move on. But bro, he seemed really confident on that stage on Tuesday, whenever it was. And his answers were great. Let's just hope that he now has what he needs to coach at just the average product. Just keep us top 16 and I'm good, bro.
I love it, bro. I think the biggest thing that speaks to me about everything that I've seen, and I love the fact that yesterday the offense had a day. Today the defense had a day. I love seeing both sides of the ball have great days, and it tells me that competition is there, bro. And one thing that I'm seeing just from all this is like a higher floor. We always want to say like we want to get a higher ceiling, we want the best of the best players, but I want depth as well. And having a higher floor means that the competition is going to be there. The fact that Adam Thielen was in Dagon, I said this on What's Up Doug yesterday, his show, and I was like, yo, the fact that Adam Thielen is in interviews saying the wide receiver room is so good that it's making me even play even harder to make sure I secure my spot. So this is a 12-year veteran saying this, bro. He's saying I got to make sure my spot's secured. I got to make sure like they're making me push. They're pushing me to be better. And that's what you want out of your roster, your entire roster. Everyone should be scratching and clawing to make sure they're a starter. And I think that's pretty dope, man. So I'm super excited about that. But one person I want y'all to put some respect on is the dude in the middle of this picture right here at the tight end room. And that is Ja'Tavion Sanders. This man is in great shape. He's ready to rock and roll. And I'm not saying that Mitchell Evans ain't going to cook and it's not going to be good. But I think our tight end one is going to be JT, bro. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, he's got the inside track. I mean, Tommy Tremble being down or hurt. We don't know how long Tommy Tremble's going to be out. We got different reports on what that's going to be. But either way, he's going to miss some time. And so the TE1 spot is Ja'Tavion Sanders to lose. People got to remember and go back to his pre-injury film. He was cooking, bro. He was having a good season last year until he got injured. When he rolled up on his neck, injured his neck, whatever that injury was, it went down.
I think it was mental more than anything.
Maybe, and that's what I said on the show yesterday. I don't know if it's mental, physical, something wasn't right once he came back.
Yeah,
but hopefully, he's fully kind of got that behind him, and if he's available, he can be that receiving threat, another receiving threat for Bryce Young to have on top of the other receivers that Thielen was speaking highly of.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a prolific. We should have a prolific offense next year.
I love it.
We talk about XL taking the next step, hopefully and getting better. T-Mac, Ja'Tavion Sanders, Adam Thielen, Coker,
Hunter Renfrow,
Jimmy Horn, Hunter potentially, and then that top 10 offensive line, then Rico, Chuba, like just the offensive line the Kool-Aid. I mean, the Kool-Aid is real sweet. And it's real tasty right now. So I'm up. I'm excited.
You done got me turned up. Let's get it. You done got me excited,
I'm
man.
excited.
Hey,
I'm excited,
look,
bro.
we got 5 weeks until training camp, man. So we're gonna talk a lot more about Panthers and what we're expecting and all those different things. We won't get too much into it. But we're gonna close in just a minute. I'm excited. I think that some things in this week, if we're gonna pick a player or assign somebody else, it's gonna happen during this time where they got this little break. So we'll see what happens here, whether it's a Jair or a trade for Ramsey or another linebacker or another safety. We'll figure that out during this time. So y'all just pay attention because I think this is the time where they're gonna start cooking, man. Yo, it's been fun. We got a lot of stuff popping up for pregame. One, we're working on a live show for training camp. So make sure y'all pull up. If y'all have ever been to one of the live shows that we've done, P&P and friends, all that, it's always a vibe. It's lit. Like you do not want to miss this. Am I capping, Shad?
Nah, it's dope. I think the people are already getting excited for it. I've mentioned it to a couple people. And yeah, we just got to get the date locked in, and man, it's gonna be fun.
It's
Run
up
it every
it's
year.
up. It's up. Another thing too is Shad, Vashti, and myself have an exclusive interview coming up soon. It's not gonna be live. We're gonna have it recorded. I'm not gonna say who it is, but just know it's gonna be presidential. All right, it's gonna be presidential. So y'all make sure y'all pull up whenever we do post that. But yeah, a lot of exciting things happening for Pregame Podcast, man. It's up. I appreciate all y'all pulling up. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're about 150 subscribers away from 500, bro. So we're rolling. We got to keep going. We got to keep going.
Sub button.
Got to keep going. Hit that sub button. Let somebody know to pull up with a pregame next week, Thursday at 8 p.m. But we out of here. We appreciate y'all. Salute. Peace.